Hello there people, Perry here, and I'm doing a pilot for a possible future series on my channel where I discuss a mysterious topic within BFDI. Would it be the history of Goiki, who and what came in first, and so on and so forth. Depending if I enjoy making this series and I receive enough positive feedback, I may turn this into a full series. But for now, this will be a one-off video unless I have a set of ideas to discuss, and if this receives enough views and feedback. For now, I'll just discuss something that's a bit omnipresent within BFDI's fourth season, BFB, the Erasure of Yoyleland. First of all, what the heck am I talking about? In the past few seasons of BFDI, Yoyleland was the location in Goiki, or as the Goiki geography enthusiasts like to call, North Goiki, because it's on the north piece of land in Goiki. It has an area of purple grass, a yellow sky, and an abandoned city temporarily inhabited by the contestants during IDFB. So, where are we now? In BFB, of course. But oddly enough, Yoyleland, Yoyle Cake, or anything Yoyle hasn't been mentioned or really seen much in BFDI. Well, there are 3 exceptions to this, but I'll talk about them later. First, I'd like to talk about the backgrounds in BFDI. Why the hell is this important? It just is. In the IDFB intro, we can see a zoom out of Yoyle Mountain near the end of Yoyle City on it, with the Yoyleland notably sticking out. A month later, Jack and Jellyfy will release Paper Towel, which is notable because it was introduced us to the main setting of BFDI, the bathrooms and its surroundings. In it, we see the Yoyle Mountain in its background with the Yoyleland on it. This is important because the background is, for the most part, recycled in BFB. In BFB, the background is mostly replaced and recycled aside from recoloring and touching up the general surroundings, such as lightening up the grass and making the bathroom's doors dark purple and making one light up after usage, as shown in BFB 12. In BFB, the background still has Yoyle Mountain, but the Yoyleland is gone. Before you guys can rush to the comments and say Paper Towel isn't canon, it is, and I have official proof. Sutomio stated on Twitter that anything within the All Episodes playlist on the Jack and Jellyfy channel is considered canon, and what do you know, Paper Towel is there along with some other shorts such as BFDI is back and You're a Loser But, indicating that they are, indeed, canon. Besides the vanishing of the Yoyleland, Yoyleland hasn't really been mentioned by any of the contestants. Bubble has their catchphrase, Yoyle Cake, but most of the time in BFB she only says Yoy, which is short for Yoyle Cake, on many occasions, but never the full word in BFB. In BFB 12, Golfball questions Testball to find out if he is an imposter for part of the challenge. He says that he went to the Science Museum. This is true, but this was also in Yoyleland. Is this where the theory is debunked? Not really. Testball has not been referred to Yoyleland when he was talking about the situation. At this point, I remembered TV's speech about BFB 13 and BFB 14. Do they talk about Yoyleland? Do they feature Yoyleland? Actually, yes they do. TV's first line of BFB 13 plays a clip of Needle saying secret, which is in Yoyleland outside the Science Museum. Does this even count? I mean, it is an archival recording of a past episode, and I was honestly really looking hard for stuff that's mentioned being new stuff, such as Bubble saying Yoyle Cake, or this happened in Yoyleland, or I like Yoyle Cake. And I guess this and the Science Museum's mentions are the closest thing to it for the time being. Alright then, what about the RCs? Off the top of my head, there's a few Yoyle-related RCs in BFB, such as Yoyle Cake in BFB 7 and Yoyle Spoon in BFB 12. Satomi has also stated on Twitter that recommended characters in BFDI, quote, a recommended character isn't necessarily canon or true to their names, on January 1st, 2020. So where do we conclude this? Well, I think it's safe to say for the most part, Yoyleland and pretty much Yoyle anything from BFB seems to be ignored, save for the aforementioned Science Museum mention and the IDFB1 clip that played on TV in BFB 13. While these two things made seem to be heated debunking my theory, I was really looking for more explicit talks and mentions about stuff involving Yoyleland that were really new. If you believe my theory is silly, then so be it. Maybe you have a better idea than from me talking about in the future. And if that's the case, why not tell me? If you did enjoy me rambling about a mystery in BFDI, feel free to let me know and give me any possible suggestions. Perhaps I may cover an idea in a future episode of this series, if I do decide to make it a full series beyond the pilot. See ya!